I'm doing everything, and I'm doing it in the middle of the night.
This shit. So he be down here, Palm Beach.
I get love out here. I done sold coke on these streets, man. Hash, weed, heroin.
X-Pac. Oh yeah, an old man with a drug problem. I bet he's gonna save everybody.
Look, real estate. We sell cars and everything, you know.
All you see is a beer drinking, cigarette smoking, pool hustling.
We not doing nothing bad, man.
If I asked one of those police what you do, what would he say?
Whatever. I don't know.
They'd say that you're a big-time drug dealer.
They'd say that you're a big-time drug dealer.
I need you to do something about it. I don't mean to come across as a bitch or anything, but I need some satisfaction here.
We sell cars and everything, you know. Bro, that Mexican OT was wild. I don't know what the fuck happened there. Oh, listen. The fucked up part is like giving a very universal pass to say such things. I've always said this on here. I will never say that in my videos like that. Definitely wouldn't say who gonna stop me. That's crazy. I don't get that, pimp. Who gonna stop? Okay, just cause you said that, the universe gonna like put some shit in motion and be like, who gonna stop you? Like, as someone who been given a very universal pass to say that in my personal life, I still wouldn't like come on here saying it like that. Like, my ancestors was a slave too. Like, out of respect, like, that's my word, but that's not my word, you know what I'm saying? That Mexican OT might be more light-skinned than me. He really might be, especially in summertime. He might be more light-skinned than me. I'm gonna say that for a fact, but he really might. He talk to me, Pink, you're more light-skinned than me. It's like, who gonna stop you, bro? The respect for other people and what they've been through. See, like, that's how you know he ain't been around no, like, motherfuckers who was alive for the civil rights movement. He wasn't around no old heads like that. They would have said, what? They would have wound up whooping his ass. They would have told him to stop. But that motherfucker didn't stop. He would have been told to stop at least once or twice, though. It's a fact. But yeah, no, that whole shit was wild. I don't understand why he thought that was. It's like the fact, like, you point, like, okay, how many black dudes was in here? And you try to play that shit off. It's like, bro, you know what you was doing. It wasn't, oh, I'm just gonna use you then. It wasn't that. That's what you turned it into once you realized it was safe. I don't want to see nothing happen to nobody, but I know the universe got like a real funny way of like especially when you do some wild shit like that, and in the process of it, you say, who gonna stop me? I always talk about that shit when the feds come, bro. You be like, who gonna stop me? And the feds is like, we need to search your house for a bomb. Like, whenever you say like, who gonna stop me? It's like when you think you're the hardest thing moving, the universe is gonna like, usually it's gonna spawn something into existence that's harder than you, just like to fuck with you. It's really how this shit work, bro. I've seen it a long time, been alive a long time, I've seen this shit. If he said that without saying that, but like saying something else that was like of the same tone, but like maybe not as like confrontational as who gonna stop me, the universe might not like just spawn ops to his location out of nowhere. Oh, it might not end with him dead in jail, nothing like real serious, but you know what, something gonna stop him. Yes, I'm gonna stop him. He's gonna be like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be trying to threaten and beef with YouTube CEO. I shouldn't be trying to like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I should understand like, yeah, they just stopped me. But anyway, yeah, I just had to speak on that shit. Now I got this other topic, you know, we only making movies here, pimp. It's the Iceberg Tarantino, you know, this the Reservoir Dogs and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't doing that rich shit, pimp. We ain't doing that rich shit. We ain't doing that shit that it costs too much, you can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? Because Iceberg Tarantino is worth a lot of money. Felony Bros Films and what's the other show I'm supposed to plug? First 48 Studios is multi-billion, bajillion, and million-dollar corporations that make movies, pimp. That's why. Yeah, I'm worth a lot of money. I'll be worth a lot of money. Nah, that shit legal, don't worry. I'll do a good thing for my community, don't worry. I ain't doing nothing wrong, Trump. So this segue into my next topic, which is I've noticed a growing trend of people issuing death threats on social media. You cannot make YouTube videos saying, I'm going to specifically do this to this person, especially if it results in death. If it doesn't result in death, they might not care. Especially if you're saying it in a way that's like obviously satirical, they might not care. But like the shit that Liver King did, and even with the satirical shit, there's like certain levels. It's like, who are you playing with at the same time, right? So I'm bringing this up because I literally seen something where I guess a guy's mad that he lost his TikTok monies, which I've always told people was not a stable form of income. It's no more stable than this. If anything, it's less so. So I fucking, I'm watching and I'm like, bro, I literally like was in the comments of this compilation of people getting mad that they lost their TikToks. And I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if the feds show up from what you just did. So I'm gonna show y'all that now.
Nearly 500,000 views in 28 days. TikTok, somebody told you I was soft? It's your boy Youngstar63, Fat J at the DJ. I need you to like, comment, follow, share, and get into this because TikTok needs to make it make sense expeditiously.
Like I said, it depends on who are you doing it to. Do you really think like the government of China, the Chinese Communist Party, has a long history of not caring what the fuck you say or who the fuck you are when they're going to do it to you? That's like the funniest shit. I'm like, bro, you're talking to the Chinese Communist Party. Like, they gonna like switch shit up for you. Like, they just gonna jump and be like, cause this random zesty black guy on the internet put a ski mask on. Maybe TikTok just trying to let it slide. Maybe TikTok like, bro, I'm in China. What are you gonna do to me? You even have a passport. Let's talk about this pimp. He is so lucky if the feds didn't come raid him or try to lock him up for threatening Chinese people or some shit like that. He is so lucky if that didn't happen. Because he issued direct threats. Like what I was doing, you couldn't interpret it as direct of a threat as what he did. Keep in mind, he didn't say he was going to do nothing to nobody. But he is strongly insinuating he is going to, you know what I'm saying? There's a reason in that one video, I put redacted on anything that could be interpreted as such. Because I don't mean no threats to YouTube CEO. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean nothing like that. If I do, it's a joke. But I understand they might not take it that way.
I just want to know, TikTok, did somebody tell you I was soft? Because I need to know how I have 500,000 views within 28 days. But you're jacking that only 305 of them were qualified views. I need you to make it make sense expeditiously.
Today.
Expeditiously. Put me on. Because we don't do this for fun. Well, I do this for fun. I do this for the people.
China has a history of human rights violations and not giving a fuck about the people. Have you ever heard of Kowloon Walled City? That's how much they give a fuck about the people.
You feel me? The people have kept me going. Like the people that interacted with me, they keep me going. I appreciate y'all. But what I do not appreciate is TikTok playing in my face.
And my dick ain't hard. That's a 30 in my pants. No, but TikTok does not care, sir.
That's not what we're gonna do. What I need y'all to do is get in the comments right now and type "stop playing" at TikTok. That's what I need. Everyone.
Bro is inspiring his viewers to commit mass harassment. That's what TikTok attorney goes. He tried to incite his viewers to go after TikTok in a harassing way.
At TikTok, stop playing. Stop playing at TikTok. Because not for nothing, TikTok, I'm a good guy. Like, I am a good guy. I am blessed and I am highly favored. And you know what? The Lord loves me. So what you're not going to do is play with me. Because God don't play about me. But what I also don't do is play about me. I don't play about me. And it seems to me...
Well, you ever seen what happened at Tiananmen Square? Let me ask you something. You ever seen more money than God? I don't mean that in no blasphemous way. I'm just like, you think Jay-Z rich. He don't got that type of money, pimp. I'm just like, I have to put it in a different tax bracket. I don't mean it in no blasphemous way, but I'm like, so literally that's the only way I can say to make y'all understand, bro. Like governments see more money than God sometimes. Sometimes. Not every government. No. There are some countries that have never seen that. America has seen that. China, in fact, if America doesn't see that, it becomes a problem. They literally hold like hearings about it and be like, that's a fucking problem. We're not seeing more money than God right now. No disrespect, no disrespect, guys. But I'm just saying, that's how they look at it. They're like, bro, if it's not trillions, what the fuck are we doing? A single man has never conceived trillions. I don't even think we have $1 trillion corporations yet. I say that shit, but I don't really think we even have those. TikTok, you act like TikTok and the CCP is going to just say, well, black guy on the internet has issued. And he used the word expeditiously. He said we better fix this shit in a really fast way that is made famous by T.I. We'll get right on that, buddy. Right.
And it seems to me that TikTok wants to see another side of Fat Jared. And I'm just saying, if you do want to see it, TikTok, I can make it happen for you. It's not a problem, like, TikTok, what up? Because what we not going to do, TikTok, is play about my money, bro.
TikTok responds like that Mexican OT and says, who gonna stop me? It's super effective.
That's what we not going to do. By the way, y'all could get this at my TikTok shop. It's in my showcase on my profile. Yeah, go get that. Black baklava mask. Yeah, go get that. But what you not gonna do, TikTok, is keep playing with my money. Fat Jared the DJ said so. Y'all hop in the comments. Stop playing. Everyone type. Stop playing.
Quit playing. I don't think he realizes, bro, China sees more money than God. Like, you see that many zeros hit your bank account, you would walk into the bank trying to get it back, saying, I don't know what happened, but I know this is wrong. Unfathomable. If everything you own is made in China, if the thing that you're using is owned by China, and they cut your money off, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? That was the part to me where I'm like, anyone who knows me knows why I'm like, are you out your damn mind with who you're talking to? You are talking to motherfuckers from a foreign government agency. You are literally threatening and belittling a foreign government agency with more money than God and a history of human rights violations and a history of not only torture but potential genocide. And you really think these are the people who gonna be like, yeah, because random black guy said this and he's upset about his monies. Yeah, we'll just make that right for him. Then you got Liver King. Now, I've been said Liver King was roided out. At some point I said this shit. I never made a video ever just on Liver King, but I think I brought him up in passing. I mean, he definitely was on the juice. And now he's probably on crystal meth. He's probably on crystal meth. Probably big meth. Big meth, bro. Look at his nose, bro. You see how that shit's like decaying? That's that shit I always tell y'all motherfuckers about on here. I'm like, bro, when people are like, that's not even just from doing meth. That's from doing a lot of meth consistent. I remember a dope fiend telling me one time, he was like, yo, you know the fiends, like, they about to die when, like, their skin has all that shit that's, like, fucking dying on it. That's when you know they're about to die, when they have them huge scabs on them. You know they're gonna die at that point. I'm not surprised, but I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess it's because I just hadn't seen them, bro. I hadn't seen them in a long ass time. Like, last time I seen them, I could say, yeah, you was on roids, but you were not on crystal meth. I promise you weren't on crystal meth. You could tell me you were on crystal meth, and unless you said, yeah, right at the tail end, but I was only doing it like once or twice a month, I wouldn't believe you. Unless you told me you were just like recreationally fucking around with it on a completely non-regular basis, I wouldn't believe you. His behavior was too, like, not representative of that. Like, it was weird, but, like, bro, like, me and my boy was talking about this shit. We was going to trap one time, like, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. We were like, yo, people on crack, like, the difference between people who's tweaking on crack and the people who's tweaking on meth. The people who are tweaking on meth are doing normal things in a very abnormal way. Like, so you'll see them at the supermarket. It's not abnormal to take something off the shelf, look at it, and put it back. What's abnormal is to do that with the whole shelf and you're not even looking at it. You're literally just going through the motions. And you're moving so erratically and fast that it's just like no other human would do that unless they were on meth. With crack, it's like for about 10 minutes, they're doing something that's completely like, what the fuck? And it usually involves some type of weird motion with their hands and shit. Like they look like they doing sign language. Just to, like, seeing the behavior that he had when he was posting, like he's like shitting on the floor and shit. I'm like, definitely sounds like a meth type thing. Definitely sounds like snow blowing your lawn in the summertime. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's normal shit that people do on meth in just really abnormal ways. So, like, taking a shit is not abnormal. Taking a shit on the floor is. This don't come from a cloth that don't even come out. You can't order it. You just gotta be part of it. This guy got locked the fuck up. I always choose my words carefully on this bitch, and that's why. You crazy, bro. You can't be like saying you can't say I'm directly going to do this to anybody on any type of recording and have that played in front of police and get away with it. So if the feds is watching YouTube, you definitely can't do that. Definitely can't do that. So I appreciate y'all stopping by and all that shit. Let me know what y'all think about this. Listen, you could say some wild shit. You just can't use directly threatening language on the internet. That's the one thing that saved my ass, bro. I say I was gonna do nothing to nobody. So when they don't find a bomb here, they can go, okay, well, he didn't say he was gonna YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe, do all that shit down there, all that shit. I don't give a fuck. I really saw this shit and I was like, yo, you need to make a movie about this shit, pimp. You make a movie about this shit, man. Michael Bay in the building, pimp. Just that shit they never wanted to happen. Just that You a Bold shit. Just that You a Bold Postal movie, pimp. Yeah, this that movie 211. This anything starring Vin Rames in prison. Man, I know how Pimp C really died, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta put that shit in there. I ain't got nothing against those gay people. If you don't like the video, you gay. Yeah, I just had to speak on this because those of y'all that know my history, y'all know like what happened to me and shit with the feds. That really saved my ass when it was crunch time. I tell everybody, man, all the youngest shit, man, choose your words carefully. That's some shit prison will teach. Shit prison teach motherfucker, man. Like how the drug gang teach motherfucker not to hate on motherfuckers. Yeah, that's what shit prison teach you. Teach you wash your mouth, mind your business. I'm out there, bitch.